going in BNI, that was a little different than what I thought. I mean, how move the business, I mean, in different ways. Right now, BNI offer a lot of things that we can use, like tools, like this space, pretty much. I mean, if you guys up there and you want to enjoy BNI, that is a better chance. I mean, it's good for you to grow up your business. Obviously, I mean, take time because you need to get to the other members to the chapter, try to tell about your product, tell about how you are, and then will you construct the relationship about to everybody. And also you cannot do it with all the chapters around, because for right now that we have online thing, I mean, it's easy to do that way. And instead they go every chapter in person. Obviously it's better, but.
Yeah. So you've had a positive experience within your BNI membership, and it's a very young membership. Like I said, we just launched that chapter last December. You mentioned a couple of benefits, in regards to being a BNI member, and that's, changing basically the way that you do business, and that's, BNI's tagline. And you come to a meeting to tell everyone, to educate your members in a 30 or 45-second commercials, your products, your services, and all of that great stuff. So there is a part in the meeting where you also get to do referrals and testimonials. And I think that's one of the bigger parts of I think you both can agree, that is one of the bigger parts of the 20-point agenda that BNI has to offer, right? Because you have members standing up saying, I've got a referral for Jason, I've got referrals for Alfredo. And then at the same time, when it's their turn to do the referrals and testimonials, they may do a testimonial, on a referral that they gave me last week, so it's an amazing opportunity. So for you, Alfredo, I know that you've mentioned that there is a lot of benefits to being a BNI member. What would be your number one benefit that you think you like the most about BNI?
Well, the first benefit, I mean, as soon as you are a member for the charter, is you have 20, 40, or 60 people down there. They can help you to spread the word about how is your business, how they are your business, and how you do with the other people around you each other. I mean, what is the business, what do you guys have?
Right.
Learn to do that, you better extend to your business, is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's exposure to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 members that are basically your sales staff. They're out there looking for business for you, right? And in turn, we are doing the same thing for them, because our number one core value is giver's gain. We want to come into the chapter, know how we can support our members, know everything about their business, their products, their services, so that we know how to be an active listener when we are out in the world, and we can listen to those key words. So when someone says, I need a cleaning service, or I need to talk to a financial advisor, we know who we have in our chapter that we can refer that business to, right?
Let me tell you something else about the benefits. I mean, and it's what I start now use a little more frequently about that we are in the media right now. It's about I visit another chapters, and I get to the meetings in there, and then another people to another chapter. So then when you connect with another people in another chapter, it's not only you chapter, it's another 20 people more that and that they spread the word and everybody else. And then they go the same way to another chapters. Yeah. So it's a great, I mean, do this right now. Obviously it's better in person, because, it's share the feelings, share the how it is, how you are, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a great benefit. Jason, I don't know if you have in your chapter someone that does cleaning services. You probably do.
We actually do not.
So, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
So see, there you
definitely,
go.
That's an open seat for us if you're out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you've got someone you want.
That's right.
Yeah. So one of the key benefits that Alfredo mentioned a minute ago is having the opportunity to visit other chapters. When you are a BNI member, you have the ability to visit other chapters. And that other chapter that you visit may or may not have someone in that profession that you represent. And being able to visit another chapter, for example, I think you can extend an invitation to Alfredo to visit.
Yes, without a doubt.
So that
Thursday morning at 7:30.
Yeah. So it's a great opportunity for you to cross network, to other BNI chapters that may not have that industry. So Alfredo, tell me a little bit about who is the perfect referral for you. As I mentioned to Jason earlier, being specific is terrific. But we also want to know, aside from your terrific, ideal client referral, we also want to know who else can you help. So who is your ideal?
Okay. Obviously, my ideal customer or referral is gonna be any customer they want to clean your house or your business. This is what it is. How the house is gonna be with the realtors and commercial and residentials. Also, I can have a chance to working with the builders, because we do the cleaning on the process where they do. And also the janitorial is for the offices, pretty much. I mean, all the offices of the small business, they need to have a cleaning on a regular basis. Right now, I have another product, but it's something like we don't use right now because they need to involve to the parties things. What does that mean? That we can clean after, before, or during the events what you guys have. Meaning like it's the kind of event like everybody wants to somebody help you, but in the end nobody want to help because they want to leave because they are tired because they're happy or whatever. So then it's where we come into us and we clean all the what do they have on the after the party, so after the events.
Okay. So one of the things that I'm thinking about is like, what about new construction? Would new construction, a builder, be a good referral for you?
Oh, sure.
I know the builders hire cleaning services for when they finish the house, and then there's a final cleaning that needs to happen before the home buyer actually moves in, right? So that would be a great ideal referral for you. So I was just thinking as I was listening to Alfredo that it's pretty amazing how you know everybody in your chapter, as well as you know everybody in your chapter. And you know you have a financial advisor in your chapter, and you know who he is and what his focus is and what an ideal referral for him is. But what struck me is that we are invested in our BNI chapters because we get to know every single member and know their industry, their products, their services. Because you didn't hesitate when I asked you if you had a cleaning services in your chapter, and you said no.
That's right.
Yeah,
so right away.
Getting to know your members is one of the crucial, most important things. Doing your one-to-ones, gathering, whether it's right now it's Zoom, a lot of one-to-ones being done via Zoom meetings. But man, you get to know them more on a personal level and get to know deeper into your their business, their products and services. And when you have enough one-to-ones with all of your chapter members, you get to know them so well that you don't even have to hesitate what professions you do have in your chapter and what professions you need in your chapter, right? So, Alfredo, I'm going to ask you one more question before we go on to a break. Tell us about your chapter. When do they meet, the day that they meet, and the time that they meet? Okay.
Again, my chapter is BNI Energy Corridor.
Latino,
of course. Yeah, I speak English and Spanish. I'm sorry for do that, but
no worries.
It's what it is. And also, we are meeting on Wednesday at 3 p.m. every Wednesday. Normally, we meeting in season 52. This is gonna be on the
City Center.
And well, we are the new chapter in Spanish, pretty much. The
All
second
right.
gonna be.
Awesome. So we'll be right back with our next guest. This is BNI Now, and you can visit Energy Corridor Latino and Westside Business Partners at bnihouston.com. Look for that chapter directory, look for those chapter names, and click that button that says visit this chapter. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Graphic design, banners, brochures, business cards, posters, any printing you need for your company's branding, Priority Printing SS is your solution. With more than 30 years of experience, Priority Printing SS has been the preferred solution for hundreds of companies for any printed materials. At Priority Printing SS, they believe in listening to you, bringing you creative ideas to effective results. Your printed materials talk about your company. Make sure they open the door for you. Trust your printed materials to the experts. Call Priority Printing SS at 713-575-9800 and let Priority Printing SS handle with ease all your printing needs. COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The Nowmedia video business card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The Nowmedia video business card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
The right tax team is key to any successful business. At America's Tax Firm, our goal is to help individuals and businesses of all sizes with accounting solutions and tax strategies that yield profitability, sustainability, and growth. At America's Tax Firm, we have a team of experienced tax consultants and advisors that can help your company optimize business strategies to minimize taxes and reduce liabilities. From preparing and filing your personal or business taxes, or choosing the right legal structure for your business, to resolving complex tax issues with the IRS. America's Tax Firm is your turnkey solution. Take a strong and decisive step and let America's Tax Firm be part of your success.
Stay safe.
Hey folks, we are back. This is BNI Now. We appreciate you sticking with us throughout the commercials, and we are now going to be introducing our next guest. We have a third amazing guest today. His name is Steve Hersey with ADT. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Rick. Glad to be here.
Yeah,
Virtual everything.
Yeah, I was gonna elbow bump you, but just scoot up a little bit closer to the mic if you don't mind.
Okay, gotcha.
There you
During
go.
this pandemic, we've got our masks, but take it off right now. But
Yeah, there you go.
It's all about staying safer and doing what we can to help everybody out.
Yeah, so thank you for being on. I'm going to get back to you here in a minute. I want to go back to Alfredo because we were talking about how amazing his chapter is and whatnot. So, but one of the other things about the benefit about this particular show is that we want to be able to give the members an opportunity on how they can get in contact with you, how viewers, visitors can get in contact with you, or even other BNI members that may need cleaning services. So what is the best way to get in contact with you? Is it your email? Is it your website? You have a website that people can visit?
Yes, I do, Rick. I have a website, and I have you can shoot me an email, or you can call me to 913-439-8157. And also my website is sierracleaningtexas.com. And you can find me also on Facebook and Instagram the same way.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So sierracleaningtexas.com is your website. And the phone number is 913-439-8157.
That's
correct?
correct. Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm Alfredo Sierra with Sierra Cleaning Services. And we'll have a discussion here in a little bit because I think these two industries are pretty important to one another because you guys could potentially be referral partners. You provide cleaning services, you provide security systems, right? Security services. So
Everybody needs both.
everybody
needs both.
Everybody needs both. Let me get you to scoot up a little bit more,
Gotcha.
Steve, to be in the microphone so everybody can hear you. So, Steve, welcome to the show again. Thank you for being here. I know that we've talked about this. As I was telling Jason a little while ago, when we first decided to, or got the green light to do this show, the first 3 people that signed up were you 3. So thank you so much for taking the leap of faith and taking the chance on me and on the show and getting your products and services well known around not only locally but nationally and internationally. So it's an amazing opportunity that we're providing for our BNI members. So Steve, welcome to the show. We know that you are with ADT Services, ADT Security, and what I would like for you to do is, tell us about you, your company, great benefits that ADT has to offer.
Gotcha. Thank you, Rick. Thanks for being here. Yeah, talking to you is kind of like being on vacation, so it's nice. I had to sign up quick before everybody else. From what I hear, you're booked out through September, from what I hear, so it's nice to be here. So my name's Steve Hersey. I represent ADT and help a lot of people become safer. So during this pandemic, it's huge. If you're a small business owner, well, crime is up and anxiety is up. So we're trying to stay as busy and as focused on safety as possible. So these days, it's all about smart systems, about video, and about alerts if there's an intruder or if there's a potential fire or gas leaks within the house. So we want people to know quick, save lives, as always, for like 147 years. But now it's just raising the bar to a higher and higher level. So on the small businesses, they did a couple yesterday, some people out of Bel Air own some Firehouse subs, and they are going away on vacation, so they want everything to be on the same app so that they can watch their baby businesses and their house all at the same time while possibly taking a vacation. Also installing homes, everybody's either at home more and they want to see what's going on around them, or they want to see what their kids are doing if they're away. Teenagers, they want to make sure everybody's safe. And they also want alerts if something happens. So it's all about being a harder target, putting signs out, good lighting, and instructing everybody on how to become a harder target and stay clean, which is also safe.
Yeah. So I remember having a conversation with you, Steve, and you mentioned something to me about a service that ADT provides that has to do along with the panic buttons that you have on the alarm panel, where your security panel. So folks know that they have panic buttons, but what is behind that panic button? What type of assistance would ADT service? Who's on the other side of the phone call, and what services can they provide?
Right, lots of options. So on the keypads, there's always the police panic button. So when in need, what that does is that sets the siren off. So hopefully that scares away the intruder. But also the police, we're notifying the police in their area to get out there, and they know you're in a panic situation, so that's put on a higher priority. Mm-hmm. So they go, and the whole idea is if you're in that situation to avoid confrontation as much as possible. Hard to say in Texas because Texans love their munitions and guns sometimes, but avoid confrontation and wait for help because if you can walk away from it, that you're way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
The other things are health, like you mentioned. You can push and call the ambulance or the fire department, and then we also, if people, so in these days, a lot of people are quarantined at home, and if they're older or they may have a chance of falling, or they don't have that mobility, they can have these pendants or wristwatches, and always have the comfort of a professional to call and talk to them, and call an ambulance if needed to. And they can go all the way around, walk to the park, have that same assistance.
Yeah, so that is a pretty amazing service. I had no idea that service was available through ADT. So ADT is probably one of the most well-known security brands out there, right?
Right.
Give me a little bit of history on ADT. How long have they been around?
147 years.
147 years.
Yeah, they started a long, long time ago, I guess in the boroughs of New York, and the T stands for Telegraph, originally, American Data and Telegraph. And they used to, so if there was trouble in one borough, they would send a telegraph, and then the horses would gallop and then go save whoever needed to be saving back then. So right. It's grown from there to helping people in fire situations, home burglary situations, business burglary situations, all the way up to smart security services right now.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. 147 years. That's incredible. And I've always wondered, what does ADT stand for? Security. But right. I don't know exactly what ADT stands for. So thank you for the knowledge. So moving on, I would like for you to tell us your experience with BNI. How long have you been a BNI member? How has BNI been able to help you with your business?
Oh, BNI's, BNI, Business Networking International, right? Yeah. 3 years, and I actually went in to a chapter, to a restaurant, and saw the fantastic energy. I belong to BNI Bel Air, which is part of Houston, and the energy was just so fantastic. They didn't have anybody in there representing safety or security, and it was just a no-brainer as far as jumping in and been able to. It's helped me out tremendously. I guess it's kind of boosted my business about 20%. Plus, it's elevated. You might be able to tell it from here. Elevated my speaking skills a little bit, and elevated my contacts, just all in the area and now global. We've got one BNI friend in Thailand right now that helps kids out. So it's huge.
Yeah. So I know that you have an amazing chapter, Professionals of Bel Air. Are there any BNI members that are actual clients of yours? And if you'd like to give them a little shout out and tell them thank you for their business and whatnot, so that would be amazing for you to do right now.
I'd like to thank Arthur Romanov's our president, so he's a client. I've got another moneymaker in our group, like Jason before, and Sean Nickel. Right now, I believe he's in Ohio, and he's able to watch his video cameras, make sure things are going on smoothly at his home, and know if there's any trouble. Quite a few people. I think you had a guest last week named Magic Mike Mogel.
Yeah, Mike Mogel.
Yeah, he is a client and he feels safe. And he said I had a face for radio, so which is good, like him. But yeah, quite a few customers. Oh, and potentially. One of the ways we make people a harder target is like with signs, ADT. And this will go to your new home
awesome.
If we can help you over there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So I know that you have, like I mentioned, great chapter members that have referred themselves to you, and they are clients of yours. Tell us a little bit about the referrals that you've received, from outside of your chapter.
Okay.
How many referrals do you typically get, or how much referrals do you typically give on a weekly basis? I mean, tell us a little bit about how the BNI chapter works.
So I listened to Ivan Meisner, or Dr. Meisner, a little bit, and he said, it's all about giver's gain, or that's what I kind of focused on. So for me, it's all about giving. So over the first 2.5 years, it's give, and just connecting people, being able to connect. So he said, if you become that person that everybody goes to say, hey, do you know an electrician, or do you know a lawyer, or do you know somebody that can help me, clean during this pandemic that we trust, then that's the person. So that's the person I've become, and becoming better and better over time. So I started off giving, and I guess over half, I've been responsible for connecting people for like over $500,000, I guess, over the last couple of years, just me alone. But and then the referrals just started coming back. So like Mike mentioned, he became a referral outside my chapter, and then they refer other people outside the chapter. So typically getting quite a few referrals, and that makes a better use of everybody's time. It works out well. So
would you say that basically following a system that's been proven to work for about 35 years is probably the way to go? Oh, yeah. It's, why reinvent the wheel, right? Yeah, I mean, there's no need to reinvent the wheel when we have a system that, has been proven to work. Someone already created it for us. Somebody did the hard work for us, and it's working, so why recreate it? All we need to do is get plugged in, right? And be a giver. Continue to give referrals, and that eventually will motivate our members in our chapters to refer us, right? So we're going to go on to a small break, and we'll be right back. This is BNI Now.
Graphic design, banners, brochures, business cards, posters, any printing you need for your company's branding, Priority Printing SS is your solution. With more than 30 years of experience, Priority Printing SS has been the preferred solution for hundreds of companies for any printed materials. At Priority Printing SS, they believe in listening to you, bringing you creative ideas to effective results. Your printed materials talk about your company. Make sure they open the door for you. Trust your printed materials to the experts. Call Priority Printing SS at 713-575-9800 and let Priority Printing SS handle with ease all your printing needs. COVID-19 transformed the way we do business. Now more than ever, fast lead generation and customer retention will determine if a business survives or not. The Nowmedia Video Business Card is designed to be sent using your smartphone. It's the next generation business card that will open the door for you while keeping social distancing. The Nowmedia Video Business Card is affordable for anyone from startups to multinational companies and is already being used by hundreds of businesses. Stay open, stay in business. Call us today.
Hey folks, we are back. This is BNI Now. I am your host, Rick Gutierrez, and we are still talking to Steve Hersey and Alfredo Sierra. So a couple of our amazing BNI members. Alfredo, I want to come back to you with a question that I had while we were on break. I know that you have an amazing chapter as well. You have amazing chapter members. Tell us a little bit about your members that have referred you business. And if you like to, call them out by name and tell them thank you, like on the air, that's totally up to you. But I would highly encourage that you do that.
Thank you very much. Yes, of course. I mean, I have a lot of good people down there on the charter. I have to have the thanks to Patricia Brand.
Okay.
She's amazing. I mean, she gave me a lot of referrals.
Wonderful.
And also Adriana Myers. I'm sorry. Let me go through there because it's a few.
It must be that many to where you got to remember or try to go through the list.
Yeah, Francisco Benares, Henry Argueta,
Awesome.
Juan Guevara, Karina Rodriguez, and this.
The list goes on.
Keep going. Yeah. It's a lot
going.
of people there. I mean, I wanna tell thank you because they are there. And also, let me mention something else. When you becoming a BNI, is besides that you do a business, you can be offered more like a friend, more like a family. So then, when they have a talk times, that's when we coming out. Step over.
You build that community, that sense of family, to people that are truly looking out for one another. Would you agree, Steve?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a former VP before I became VP, Emily Riles. She showed me the ropes, and she's referred me a lot of people, but guided me to this point. Former potential future member again, Kevin Shannon, just sent me a referral yesterday. So it's phenomenal out there.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad that you both are having an amazing experience within BNI as an area director. I couldn't be happier to know that you guys are having a great positive experience. Steve, I want to give you an opportunity because we do have many listeners and viewers that want to know you. They want to be able to contact you. So tell us a little bit about where they can find you on a weekly basis in your chapter meeting. Give us your chapter name, the time that they meet, the day that they meet, and where can they register for the meeting.
Okay, we're a Tuesday morning chapter, so if you're an early riser and you love high energy, we have the highest energy in the state of Texas. I think that's undeniable. But 7:30 a.m. meeting on Tuesdays. We're in Bel Air, Texas. Right now we're meeting online, so it's really easy. It only takes a second to get there as opposed to minutes of traveling by the road.
Right.
And you can reach out to me. I can hook you up with a link for our Zoom meetings. You can text me at 713-876-5486 or email shurYsz@adt.com. That's a last name Hersey, like Jersey. Otherwise, it's a tough one.
Yeah.
And I'll hook you up with the president. They'll send you a link.
Awesome. So we'll also like to invite all of our viewers and visitors and listeners. We do have a regional website for our Houston West region, which is bnihouston.com. You can go on there, click on the tab that says Find a Meeting. Once there, you're going to have the opportunity to see the chapter directory. Once that populates, you can find Professionals of Bel Air, you can find Energy Corridor Latino, Westside Business Partners. Click on those chapter names, and then you will be directed to their personal website for that chapter. And then you can click on that button that says Visit this chapter. Register there, and you will get a link to go onto their meetings on their scheduled day, on their scheduled time. I couldn't be happier to, like I said, to hear that you guys are having great positive experience, and I couldn't, be happier that you guys actually took a chance on the show and on me by coming to the show by one of the first episodes of the show. So thank you so much. My name is Rick Gutierrez. I am your host and owner of Priority Printing, a commercial printing company that provides you with graphic design, promotional items, and marketing materials. You can visit our website at priorityprintingss.com, and we look forward to hearing from you and seeing you on our next episode of BNI Now. We will talk to you soon. This is BNI Now. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me.